Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ben Shapiro Show, where we talk about politics and we talk about lots of different things that can change the world. My guest this week is Jordan Peterson. Jordan, a lot of people talk on social media over who is the best at debates. Is it me or is it you? What do you think?
Well, if we're going to talk about who's the best at debates, it all depends on what level the debate is and what we're actually talking about. If we're going to have a debate about football, I know more about football than you do. If we're going to talk about something else, then you might know something more about than I do. So it all depends on what we're talking about with regards to a debate. So do you think you are better at debates than me?
Well, personally, I think that I'm better at debates than you because I don't have any tactics per se when I debate with somebody.
Well, if we're going to look at tactics, I think you have tactics too. And I think one of the tactics that you do use is a tactic that involves a very simple thing. You speak so fast to the point where people cannot take in all the information that you're trying to say that comes out of your mouth. And I think when you are trying to debate with somebody, you don't, because what you do is you literally just talk over them. And I don't think that's the right way to do it, because and that to me is a tactic. I think you use that as a tactic. So if you're saying you don't use any tactics, I think that's a lie.
Okay, so you're saying to me that I use tactics where I speak really fast to confuse people, and that's how we win debates. If I'm perfectly honest with you, I'm Ben Shapiro. I speak really fast all the time. This is the way I speak. If anybody knows me, and that's the reason I'm famous, because I'm Ben Shapiro, I speak really fast, and I've got a reputation to live up to. And I've got to speak really fast all the time for everybody to know that I am Ben Shapiro. So for you to say that, I really think does not make any sense. If you're going to start picking at the way I debate, I'm going to start picking at the way you debate. Before you actually answer a question, it takes you 3 to 4 seconds before you answer it. You do this pause, which basically means that I'm better at debates than you because you have a slower trail of thought than I do.
Well, the reason I pause before I start my sentence is because I like to think about what I'm saying before I say it. Because if I just talk at 100 miles an hour and things come out of my mouth, the human brain is not good enough in order to cope, in order for me to come out with things that I think are safe. Because I could come out with something and then deeply regret it, because what I've done is I've spoken before I thought, and you do that. You do that thing where you speak so fast to the point where I don't know how your brain actually copes with it. Have you done that before? Is that what you do? Why is that? Why do you speak so fast to the point where you don't actually think about what you're about to say?
Okay, another thing that I found is when you are debating with somebody, you generally answer their question, and then what you do is you ask another 3 or 4 questions after you've answered the question. I believe that is another strategy of yours that you use.
Well, the reason I do this is because it gives me, I want to know why they've asked me that question and why they have the right to ask me that question, because, I mean, I think it's important that if somebody asks me a question, I want to know their trail of thought and why they would actually delve into the fact that they want to ask me something that they have researched previously. And I want to know what's happening with their research. So that is the reason I do that. I'm thinking exactly what I'm doing, and I know what I'm doing, and I'm asking questions about it, because as I'm actually having a debate with somebody, I'm also learning something as well. So what we have learned is the fact that you speak really fast in order to win a debate. And I stop and think every 3 to 4 seconds before I answer a question. And another thing that I do is I do ask a lot of questions. And I think that's very important.
Hang on. If you guys are so good, why don't you both come on Good Morning Britain? Everyone knows I'm the best at debates. Come on, I dare you both of you. Get on here, and I'll debate with you, quite happily.
Okay, Piers, may I respectfully suggest that you are not invited to this debate, so please could you do us all a favor and fuck off?